Mark Levine, Excel Bradshaw Management Group. Today I wanted to talk about heating. It feels like a lifetime ago over the summer I did a barbecue video that went into details of what you can and what you can't do in barbecuing and propane tanks, but that feels like a tremendous amount of time. It really does feel like a lifetime ago, and now we're hitting the tumbling temperatures again and the heat's starting to come on in all of the buildings, and I thought what better time than to talk to all the residents of New York City and maybe also the boards that are listening about what they are required to do when the temperature outside hits certain degrees. So there are benchmarks that we have to look for. The heating season in New York City is considered from October 1st to May 31st of any given winter season, and it's spread into two areas. It's a daytime and a nighttime setting, and a lot of boilers have actually a winter setting, and then they're programmed for daytime and nighttime temperatures. The daytime is considered 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. And when the temperature of the outside hits below 55 degrees, you are technically supposed to keep the inside of the apartments at 68 degrees or above. The nighttime temperature goes from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., and that's when it hits below 40 degrees outside. You have to keep the internal temperature of any particular apartment to 55 degrees or more. And I guess we're assuming that everybody at night is going to be sleeping and they're going to be under covers. They're not going to be walking around without socks. Hopefully you are not one of those people that is being kept under the indoor temperature. So as I noted, the boilers have settings, and there are some instances where residents will write to me and say, it's 50 degrees out and it's during the day and I don't hear the heat, I don't feel the heat coming on. They're not necessarily so cold in the apartment, but they just want to make sure that everything is running properly. And there are some instances where we actually do have systems set up at the boiler level, and they have sensors in each apartment, and they're based on the indoor temperature that's an average of the building on the inside rather than the outside. So the desired indoor temperature is set for, let's say, 70 degrees during the day. If all of the apartments that have sensors in those buildings or in those apartments are hitting 70 degrees or above, the boiler is not going to go on. And it could be 10 degrees outside, but as long as that indoor temperature is staying the same, it's not going to change and it's not going to be a problem. And you are going to be within the guidelines of the law. So New York City obviously regulates this. Building employees should be aware of this. They should be checking and monitoring. The first thing I do when I get a temperature complaint, I send the building staff there with a thermometer, and I like to get them a temperature reading so that we could see what the actual active temperature is. There are apartments that are on top floors or in corner exposures, and they're feeling the wind a little bit more than those below. There are a lot of things, insulation not being in the walls, poor windows. Those are all going to affect your susceptibility to cold temperatures just as you would in a normal house. So that's something to look out for. Just know your rules, know the daytime, and know the nighttime. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Is the nighttime, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. is the daytime. The important things to remember are during the day it has to be at least 68 degrees, and at nighttime at least 55 degrees inside. I'm going to leave this little handy infographic. I don't know if it'll come out on the video itself due to the coloring, hope so. But I'll leave this as a link on our website, ebmg.com, so that you could download it and you could share it with your neighbors and everybody could think you're the smartest person in the room. Happy to do it. So if you want to like us on Facebook, you could find us at facebook.com/XLBradshaw. If you want to follow us on Twitter, we are at XLBradshaw. My name again is Mark Levine of Excel Bradshaw Management Group. You could always send me an email at mblevine@ebmg.com. I will respond, I promise you that, and hopefully you'll have a great question and I can give you a worthy answer. Until next time.